Yo, no way. It's been so long, I kind of forgot where I last, Oh, we already have a person in here. Where I left off. So, the last time we were here was like, what, 5 months ago? Back in October. Oh my god, it's been that long. October 21st, right? Either way, I'm back though. Um, I've been making other videos. I've been just busy working, just life. Life gets in the way a lot. Um, yeah, life just gets in the way, and I'm back now. I hope everyone's doing good. I know I am. I might do a gambling live stream. Not okay. I need to like reword everything that I just said. Um, by gambling, I mean like GTA gambling. Okay, so don't take it for entertainment purposes only. Um, so don't take it seriously. I'm not actually gambling with real money. Anyways, this channel has grown a lot since October, which is pretty funny and pretty cool. I was looking through one of my comments, like comment sections on one of the videos. Uh, it had like some kid. I don't know if it's a kid or not, or like someone just trying to be funny. But like I had a kid asking for me to give him like a console or a PC just 'cause. It's- Here, let me see if I can find it. But it was really funny. Yeah, he was asking for a console or a PC, and I straight up just told him that I can't afford to give someone a PC or a console just like that. I can't. Not now. Maybe in the future, but not now. Definitely not now. I really forgot where I left off. I'm just doing random things at this point because I'm just confused. I'm just doing random things while trying to think about where I last left off, what I was doing, and yeah. I don't know if I have allergies or if I'm just getting sick. Pretty sure it's allergies because my eyes were watering. Not that like earlier today. I went to work and on the way back home, my eyes were watering and they were just like irritated and itchy, and now they're not, and I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know. It's just weird. I've never had something like that happen before. Where just it's off and on. It's usually just constant or not at all. But the weather's weird right now. Weird weather in California. It's just odd. Um, but yeah, speaking about PCs, I didn't finesse it. I don't want to say finesse. Oh, my screen just froze. But I didn't want to say I finessed it, but I kind of did. So the whole story of how I got a whole monitor and a keyboard, um, and some mice. I still don't have the actual PC. I'm trying to like figure out which one is best because I have no experience with. I mean, I had a PC in the past, but like that was what, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, and since then, that was the last time I used it, 10 years ago. Um, I have a laptop, but when it comes to like PCs, a whole desktop computer, it's something that I'm not, really used to. Because it's been a while, obviously, but I'm just not used to it right now. Oh, fuck. But yeah, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I looked around my area to see where I can find like a PC, um or like anything that's just free. 'Cause I just like looking for free stuff. I don't know. And I ended up getting not just a monitor and a keyboard. That was separate. Some kind lady was like, "Yeah, my husband, he's not using it anymore. He bought himself a brand new gaming setup and he doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't want it. It's just collecting dust." So I was like, "Okay, cool." Um, I got there, picked up the monitor and keyboard. Originally, the monitor was gonna be separate from the keyboard. I was going for the monitor, and I saw that they were also giving away a free keyboard, but it was kind of like separate from the whole monitor. And so I asked them about them, and they were like, "Yeah, we actually have someone already trying to pick that up pretty soon, but if they don't show up, you can have it." And I was like, Dope, dope." So I went to go pick up the monitor, thinking, "Oh, okay, so we have to find a keyboard and some mice or a mouse. I need to find a mouse and I need a PC." So hopefully everything, goes to plan where I can find these things for cheap or nothing at all. The PC I'm expecting to spend money on. That part is already just like out of the whole try to finesse or try to get these things for nothing at all. And so I went to this lady's house, picked up the monitor, and surprisingly, she gave me the keyboard because, I really thought that she was gonna give away the keyboard to someone else. But I was looking to get the keyboard. It's a pretty cool gaming keyboard. I forgot what it. Hold on, I have it right here. All I have to do is just. Oh, let's see. It's a Cyber Power, and it's got the WASD keys in red, as well as like the arrows in red, and it's got some other buttons on the side that are red. Um, the monitor's a Dell, just a regular Dell. I don't know the exact um, measurements of it, but it's pretty, it's decent. It's small. It's decent size. It fits um almost it I have a small desk and it kind of covers it. So I think it's decent. It's pretty good. It turns on too. It works. Uh and it was free. And that's, what I'm really happy about, that I got it for free. And the mouse. I ended up getting I think three mice and some cable. I got a lot of cable in like this brown plastic bag, as well as like mice from another person that was giving them away, because apparently their husband, he has a brand new one, or whatever. I don't really ask. Um, or sometimes I do ask just to, get more information. I like getting more information before I get it, but when it comes to like free things such as that, I don't really I don't really, expect much unless I was paying for it. But yeah, I went and picked up the mouse. One of them was wireless, so it was those ones with like a USB, and you plug it in into your PC, and that's how you use it. But wait, what kind of is it? It's a Microsoft mouse, and wireless. But the thing is, I need the damn thing for it. But it's okay because I got like two others. I think they're Microsoft too. Mice, and I still haven't seen if they work or not because I haven't like gotten a PC. But I might use it. I might connect it to my laptop later and test it out there. But for now, I don't know. But it's free, either way it's free. And yeah, I've just been working to get all that, which was really nice. I didn't really expect to get a whole monitor, keyboard, and some mice off of you know, Facebook for free. But that's cool. Uh, wait a minute. No. Fix this. But yeah, I also got a printer. I think it's the brand is Brother. It's a Brother printer, and it's pretty new, like a 26, 20. No, I'm tripping. It looks. I think it's 2017 or 2018. It's still new. It's anything around that year is still pretty new, unless it's certain things, but it's still new. Um, that I ended up giving. Oh my God. I ended up giving that one away to my girlfriend, cause just so that she has something to print out homework and just etc. So I gave that one to her. Why are you in my house? Torches. No way. They're here too? Yep. This is so annoying and inconvenient. But yeah, I also what else did I get off Facebook? I got some. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Joke's on you, actually needed that. Oh, oh. Yeah, joke's on that creeper, 'cause they really helped me. But it took my staircase away, but it's fine. I'll figure something out. But yeah, that's what's been going on. I also, after I quit my job, I got a new one. I work for my mom's company right now, and I've been just having a good time there. It pays a lot more than my last job, I can tell you that. And I work whenever I want, so that's cool. But it's just a little something. I've been also trying to find like more ways to improve my videos. So like cause they're pretty dog shit right now. So I need like some advice. Anything that you guys can give me, I appreciate it. Any advice. If you guys have any advice for me, just please let me know me on Instagram. The link to that is in my about section. So if you click, some people don't know this, but if you click on my YouTube channel and then go all the way to the right, um, you'll see an about section, and that's where I have all my links. And Cash App, it's just there if you want to support the channel even more. You don't have to donate to that. It's just or something if you want to show a lot more support to the channel. Other than that, liking the video and just subscribing is a lot. It's just a lot, and for free too. So just like the video and whatever. It's free. But I also have a link to Discord, which has not been active for a while. I haven't checked it since October. Um, so if anyone's in there and just like wondering, hey, what's going on here? Uh, just wait. I'll eventually get around to it. Um, when I have more time. But for now, where I'm most active is the Instagram. So if you wanna send me a DM for advice, if you wanna give me advice, any other comments or anything like that, questions, you can just send me a DM and I'll respond back to you whenever I can. But definitely do it there if cause YouTube I don't really see comments until like the next day or two. They don't really pop up on my notifications. They just like tell me like on the notifications tab, they'll just let me know like, oh, you have a message, but I won't show you what it is till you click on it. It's like that. So if you really need to reach me, um, the Instagram is the best way to do it, so that you guys don't have to wait till I look at the notification tab on YouTube. But yeah, that's basically how you can get in direct contact with me. If this channel picks up and just grows like just crazy, uh, then that'd be cool, and I'll try to answer as many questions or comments or whatever you guys send as fast as possible. But I'm a human being, so it might take a while, but I'll get around to it. I also had a question. Um, I can't really look right now. Maybe I can actually. Um, I just got a giant pain in my ear. New managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, They can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. That's nice. How do... I don't think I've ever seen that pop up. Um, Here, let me look. I have some... I can't look back at it for, but... So I'm looking through like all my notifications right now. I have a like for a comment that I made about canned G Fuel and how it makes my heart beat a lot faster, and it just makes me a little nauseous. And yeah, it makes me like a bit nauseous. Like not nauseous to the point where you're about to vomit, more like nauseous where like you're feeling drowsy almost. Like a bit drowsy, but like a little feeling of nauseousness. And I don't think that's normal, so ever since uh ever since canned G Fuel dropped, I tried a few of the flavors and I just can't stomach it. I can't. You know, it's a little impossible for me to stomach it. So I stopped drinking it. I haven't gotten any powder since um 2017, 2018. It's been 5 years since I've gotten powder. My first powder was Phase Berry. My second was Strawberry Kiwi, which was really nice. It had a good like aftertaste. Phase Berry was really good too. Um, I don't know. And just thinking about back to that, it just gives me a feeling of nostalgia. Cause I got no, my first time getting G Fuel was like in 2016 or 20 no, yeah, 2016. Cause I remember in middle school I was just obsessed with Phase and all that. That's like when my obsession with Phase kicked off. But really, I was really into Phase since 2014, but 2016 is like where I just became obsessed. And now I'm not. I mean, it's still cool, but I don't know. I feel like it's grown to the point where it's like um, controlled by it's controlled by a third party now. Is I might be wrong. I could be wrong actually, and I think I am wrong, but that's just what I think. I really think it's controlled by a third party now. And it used to be cool. It used to be the main topic, but now it's just I don't know. It feels weird looking back at it now and then realizing how much it's changed since 2010 or 2009. It's changed a lot, and for the better in some points, but I don't know. I miss the old Phase House in New York and LA. The Clout House, that one was odd. The house looks nice. It's a nice looking house. I definitely can't afford that. But I don't know. I had some weird feelings about that one. But that year was crazy too. All the diss tracks that were coming out. People turned to rappers out of nowhere. Rice Gum disappeared. I haven't seen that guy since 2018. I haven't seen that guy in 5 years either. It's crazy. He retired, huh? think if he heard me like talk about him like that, he'd probably like call me out. He's like he'd say some shit like, "Oh, that's why you drive a Honda," or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it's some shit people would say if you were just telling the truth, you know. And he would be telling the truth. I do drive a Honda. It's on my channel. My first big purchase. I still wish I bought that brand new one, but I knew I would be screwed with all the monthly payments and the insurance. The insurance would have been like, bro, bro, I know you're lying. Just what, giving me what's 6 years, $500. And I was looking at that like, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth, because I put that into like a calculation, like 6 years, and that, I mean, 6 years? No, it wasn't 6 years, $500. I'm tripping. It was 6 years, $400, if I remember correctly. And the insurance was like, dude, that's a brand new car. We're gonna have to charge you $600, $600 to $700 for monthly. And I was like, damn, dude, what's the starting? And I think, oh, who told me this? I think it was Progressive. It must have been Progressive, because I told them that I had my license for a bit of a while now, and they were like, well, we don't really trust you, but the best we can do is $600, $500 with a starting of 620. And it was just crazy, hearing all those numbers, and monthly payments would have been 400 at best. At best, um, 380, 385. Um, I think for 6 years or 5 years. Either way, I couldn't afford that. I can't afford that. Maybe when this channel grows though, but like, I wish. I wish I had that kind of money though, but it's fine. I'll get it someday. Or I don't know. I've been a little iffy about it, about getting like a brand new Honda Civic. I wanted a Civic because I don't know, it just looks really nice. I was taking a look at the Sport, which was the one that I was trying to get, and I had my money for the down payment. I had my license and all that. Down payment. I wanted to put $6,000 as a down payment, or 5,000, and they were like, you know what, man? Monthly payments are really gonna kick your ass. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I ended up going to a different dealership, like a smaller one. Um, Cool dude that runs it. He used to be the owner of a Volvo dealership back in the day, like back in the day, talking about like 80s. And he sold it, and he bought a different location, and now he sells cars, but yeah, he's pretty cool. And my dumbass accidentally let it slip how much money I had for a down payment, or just in general. I accidentally let it slip, and he's like, "Oh, man, we could start that paperwork right now for any car that you want. You can have it." And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Shit, I accidentally just let it slip." Oh, and I was mad at myself the whole day for that. Um, I took a look at a Honda for 8 grand. The dude was like, "Yeah, bro, I'll take $1,000 off for you, just for you." And I was like, "Man, let me think about it." So I went home, thought about it, told him like, "Hey, um, this is a huge decision, 'cause it's a lot of money that you're willing to put down for a car, like everything that you've just been saving up, and for like a moment where you could purchase your own vehicle." And I thought I was like, I thought about it too. I was like, dude, I really want this car too. And my mom was like, I saw this nice car on Facebook. Maybe we could take a look at that. And she's like, it's the exact same car as the one that you're looking for too. Um, which was a 2007. No, it was the one that I took a look at the dealership was a bit like the other dealership, the smaller one was a bit younger. Oh, I forgot the year. I think it was a 2009 maybe. Let me. Oh man, I really forgot the year. It was a 2009. Yeah, I'm not lying. It was a 2009 for $10,000, and I was like, no, it wasn't 10,000. Was it? I thought it was 8,000. Yeah, it was $10,000, and it had 110,000 miles on it. And at the time, I was like, I'm a little iffy about that car. And the dude was like, you know what, man? I'll take. No, it was $9,000. I was tripping. It was $9,000, and the dude was like, dude, I'll take away another thousand, um, for just for you. And I was like, oh man, he made this a lot more interesting. And my dumbass ended up letting it slip about how much money I had for the down payment. Ultimately, I went back to his office, and I was running late for work either way, and I was like, dude, thank you, but I'm gonna have to sleep on this because I can't make a decision like this without, thinking. I had to get to I had to get to work, and I ended up leaving, and I was a little bit disappointed that I ended up like not being able to get like a car that day. Um, which is cool, I was like really, you know, worried, not worried. I was just concerned for all the hidden problems of every car that um that guy had, which I'm sure wasn't really that much of a big deal until like I learned that the car that I was trying to buy had some problems with it. It had some problem with the steering, and I talked to him about it, and he's just like, "Yeah, we can get that fixed, but um, I don't really know what you're talking about." So, wait, I need another axe. So I ended up leaving his dealership, and I think the next day, it was a Sunday, um, I went to some dude. He's really cool. He's a if you know if you know me really like well since like the beginning, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm half Salvadoran and half Mexican. So I went to this dude who was selling his Honda. It was 2007 Honda Civic LX for, oh man, what was the price? 5,400. And I was like, that's a really That's a really good deal. And I went over there. I test drove it. He let me test drive it like by myself, which was pretty cool of him. He's like, yeah, dude, take it for a spin, man. You can drive wherever you want, dude. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you're comfortable with the car. So I drove it to my uncle's, mechanic shop, and he took a look at it, and you know, he told me that it was basically a great car. There weren't any problems with it. The tires were just bald at the time. They were balding, but they still could have lasted like another month or two. So that was basically it. And I went back to the guy and I tried to offer him 4,500, and we ended up settling on 5,200. So like $200 less than what he asked for. But I gotta say, it was a really great purchase because if you look at my channel, I'm deeply in love with that car, and I still have it. Obviously I still have it, but it's an amazing car, and I just, you know, it's really good on gas. I think it lasts me 2 weeks. I think it lasts me 2 weeks, 3 weeks if I'm really like pushing it. But yeah, 2 weeks, 2 weeks worth of gas if I fill it up. It's yeah. And I think a month later, because I bought the car in December, and like a month later, January. No, I'm tripping. 2 weeks later, dude, I would end up having like a flat tire, and I was like, God damn it, dude. I was like, no, man. I had a flat tire, and I was like, dude, this is really inconvenient. So I drove it to the gas station. I didn't want to use the spare because it still had like air in it. Um, so I drove it to the gas station and filled it up with like enough air to make it to my local tire shop, which was just down the road. And I drove there, and I got brand new tires. At first, they were telling me like, yeah, those Honda Civic tires are pretty rare. We don't really carry much that many of those. And I was like, well, how much is it gonna cost me then if they're rare? The guy was like, dude, it's gonna cost you like 450. No, four, yeah, 450. And I was like, what? I was like, what? For a Honda Civic LX? 450? He's like, well, the thing is, we don't really carry that many tires for it. It's just, it's a little rare. It's a little rare. So I was like, you know what, man? Just give me the brand new fucking tires. He's like, also, we looked at your, um, he's like, well, if you get like a brand new set of like windshield wipers for $12, we can lower the price for like from 400 to from 450 to 3 something, or I think it was still in the 400s. I think like 400 exactly for all four tires. And I took it, you know. It was, but I feel like to this day I feel like I got scammed. But I don't know. Four tires for $400. I don't know. You guys let me know down below if I got scammed. $400 for four tires, for brand new tires. Oh, fuck. My bad, man. Oh no. Will it still attack me? Yeah. that day was interesting. I was really mad the whole day, and I just felt like it just felt really inconvenient. But other than that, I have no problems with the car. I did have a small problem with it. I think in, oh man, I want to say like the beginning of February, I had a small problem with it where some piece, like when the guy was selling it to me, he said that the battery was new. And oh man, what else did he say was new? He said that the brakes were new, the air filter was new. I took a look at it myself. It was new. It looked brand new. What else was new? Something else was new, and I forgot. What else is new? Man, I know what was new, but I can't. Oh, anyways, he had, you know, was it the suspension? No, well, I don't know. I forgot, but he said he did some work to it, and oh man, I'm this is gonna haunt me for the rest of the day. But anyways, he said he did replace some parts, um, like the most common parts, battery, and brakes, and I was like, oh cool. But apparently, when the guy was like replacing the battery, he didn't really connect the battery that well. I don't know how you can do that, but he didn't connect the battery that well. And so one night, I get off of work and I go to my car and I try to start it, and it was like my car was buffering and it wouldn't start. And I was like, that's weird. What's going on? And I put the key in and I turn it just like to turn on the power, and it wouldn't really do that. Uh, but I kept looking and I was like, what's going on? And I popped the trunk, I popped the hood, and I tried looking at the battery. I took a glance at the alternator, and I was like, what could it, what's doing this? You know, what's causing it? And one of my coworkers, um, he saw me with my hood open, and he walks over to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I was like, "Hey, like, I don't know what's going on. My car's buffering. It's making like a weird noise, like a weird um, staticky noise when I try turning it on." And he takes a look at it. He takes a glance at the alternator too, and he's like, "Try starting it." And I was like, "Okay, like, all right." And he takes a look at it, and he's telling me to start it or try starting it, and I do, and obviously starts buffering again. So he's like, "That's really weird." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Might be the battery. It looks like it's trying to, turn on." So it, I don't know if it's, either the battery or the alternator. But I doubt it's the alternator. And I doubt it's the battery because the guy said it's brand new, unless he lied. And he's like, "Yeah, it looks new." Um, and he takes a closer look at it, and he notices that one of the rings um, around the battery connected to like on top of the battery from the connection of the I don't know if it was the negative. It might have been the negative. He said that it wasn't tightened that well, and it was causing like not that much of a charge between the alternator and the battery because it was so loose. So the guy made a mistake when he was putting the battery in, and he didn't tighten it. So I was like, damn, I I can't tighten it myself. I don't have anything with me to tighten it with. And he runs over to his truck. He has a beautiful truck. It's a little old. It's one of those early 2000s Silverado um, two door. um, like a single cab, and it just looked really nice. He had some off-road wheels on it and a light bar on the grill, and it just looked beautiful. And it was like red. It was a red truck, and I thought it looked really nice. And he had like some aftermarket. Uh, they're not aftermarket. Um, um, no, yeah, they were. Wheels, because I remember he could be able to switch it off from regular sport wheels and tires to off-road wheels and tires. Yeah, so I'm not tripping there. Um, and it just looked really beautiful. He had like a bumper grill with a light bar and beautiful red truck. He had a tent. Uh, what else? These shiny headlights, really nice, really clear. And yeah, he went to the back of his truck, opened it, took out a tool, went back to my car, and he's like, he looks closely at it, and he's like, yeah, it's not that tight, man. Like, you gotta tighten that. So he starts like fixing it, and he's tightening it. He's like, all right, man, try turning it on now. And I turn the key, and it turns on, and I was like, not in disbelief, but I was just relieved that it wasn't like some bigger issue. I really thought it had something to do with the alternator, cause, or maybe even the battery, because I felt like the guy was just lying to me, but I wasn't, he seemed honest. So I took him up on his word, which, I ended up being right, obviously. I took him on his word, and then, I was right, but it was just the guy that, replaced the battery. And, yeah, that was the only problem. Until, I think it was oh man, no. So that didn't happen at the beginning of February, I don't think. I think that was like in the middle of January. Because I remember, like, it was freezing when I came outside. Like, I was cold. I remember, like, a week. I think it was my last day at work. So, February 19th. I get off of work. No, no, my bad, my bad. Yeah, it was February 19th. I arrive at work, and keep in mind, my car's low, okay? It's a Honda Civic 2007, so it's pretty low. So, it's low. Um, and recently I've been starting to park, like, making sure to park some inches away from the little curb thing that's in front of parking spaces, so that this doesn't happen again. But the thing is, it didn't happen with one of those. It happened with like an actual curb. My bad. It happened with an actual curb where it was like on a man. I don't know how to explain it, but in the middle was like dirt and a tree, and then like a big tall curb. And usually in places like those, I don't really mind, the little height of it. I think I thought it was just like um, a regular curve. So I planned on parking my wheels a few inches away from the curve, but my bumper caught onto the edge of the other side of that curb, and my damn bumper came off, and I was like, oh shit, because I went forward, and I felt and heard it scrape, and I felt the damn bumper go over the curve, and I tried backing up slowly, but the bumper, like like the bottom back of it got caught onto the curb. So as I was trying to back up, it didn't break, but it kind of bent and got detached from its plastic um, pins and screws, and it came off from one side, and I was like, God damn it! Of course it would happen to me, and I was like, damn. So I was already running a little late. I was on time kinda, but I was trying to fix it, so I kind of went under, like I tried getting under my car, and I tried pushing the damn bumper up, and I look and I see the plastic pins that hold the bumper to the actual car, and I was trying to put that back on, and I kind of did. I put that back on. The screws I couldn't put back on because I needed something for that. I tried using my knife, but that wasn't really working, and it wasn't really effective. So I had to wait till I had to get off work to ask that same coworker if I could borrow a tool just to put the bumper back to where it was. Cause I ended up finding out later that it wasn't um, just one side; it was both sides, but it was still stuck to the damn car. Um, I don't know how, but the bumper was still stuck to the car without any of the pins or the screws um, attached. It was just stuck. So, same friend, I asked, like, I'm hella ashamed, dude. I'm hella ashamed. I asked him, like, hey, man, is it cool if after work I borrow a tool to fix my bumper? He's like, he's like, what happened, bro? He's the cook, and I'm like, he's like, what happened, bro? He speaks English and Spanish, and mainly Spanish, or I don't know, but he speaks it fluently. He's like, ¿Qué pasó, güey? And I'm like, man, my bumper went over the curve and it got caught onto the curve from the um, back bottom part, and it might have came off. And I tried fixing it, and I managed to clip back on the plastic part that gets attached to the bumper to the car. Um, if you don't know about Hondas, they're cheaply made. Um, Honda makes sure that you know whenever they're making a car, especially from that year, to use as little material as possible so that it's cheap. Like my gas, when you open the latch, it's like plastic all around compared to like other cars where it's like aluminum. Like my sister's boyfriend's car, his Mercedes, it's around his gas cap, it's aluminum, and mine is just plastic. So that's where, Honda was like, we can save some money if we add um, a couple bucks of plastic, to this and that and etc. So they did the same thing to my bumper, and I'm not surprised if they did it to the back bumper either. Either way, it's Honda. They're gonna make cheap cars for, a cheap price. Except the new ones. Those are pretty pricey. But anyways, I told him like, hey, I managed to get one of the latches back onto it, and I just need to screw in the that side back in and make sure and like tighten it, um, like push it into place and tighten it. And he's like, yeah, man, I got you. So I was like, man, thank you. So I waited till like the end of work. Like each time I'm like, I'm looking out the window at my car just to make sure that it's like good. And then I see the damn bumper start slowly coming off of my damn car. I see the damn bumper coming off the car, and I was just this can't this can't be happening to me. Like not now, man. Not now. Not now, dude. I just felt so like defeated right there. And I saw like customers walking. I'm surprised nobody noticed. I don't know if anybody noticed or if they did notice and just chose not just to ignore it. Like, oh, the bumper's off, but it's probably fixed or something. I don't know. Who knows what they were thinking? But What am I doing? I remember I was like, yeah, I just felt so defeated that day. I just felt like I don't know, I just felt defeated. I was just like, dude, fuck my life, man. Why is this happening to me? Straight up, like, the only thing that I just felt was just defeat. And, you know, waited till the end of my shift, and then we're cleaning up and stuff like that. And, we're cleaning up, and the, I can't find him. I can't find the cook. So I'm like, damn, did he take off early? Because I really thought he'd just left me there to like. I really thought that he just left. I'm probably gonna add like glass right here if I can. I don't know. I'll see. I'll probably add like slabs to. Well, who knows? Because it doesn't look. I'll probably just end up leaving it like that. It looks nice either way. I'll figure something out. But yeah, uh, I just felt defeated, and I went looking for him, so I could borrow like a couple tools. And I couldn't find him, and I was like, oh, it was my last day too, so everyone was like, oh, Brian, Brian, we're gonna miss you, this and that. Um, Brian, I don't understand why you have to leave. Why don't you stay? You're the best one here. Um, this and that. And I just felt, hearing that, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but like, I was just tired of being treated like almost like shit. And I got tired of that. I got tired of being told to do someone else's job. I got tired of being told to do something that I don't have to do. I got tired of people not putting in the same amount of effort that I do into the job. Um, Obviously I do it to go home early, to get paid, so I have to do it. And I got tired of, working with people that don't put in that same amount of effort that I do. So for that like whole month leading up to me putting up my 2 weeks, I didn't really do much. I still did much, but I didn't put in like my full 100%, you know, into the job anymore because I just felt like it was pointless at that no yeah at that point. At that point it was just pointless. There's no reason for me to keep working um, as hard as I do for something that's not going to change. And I remember at the beginning of the year, in January, we had a meeting, and we took like a little course of, uh, like sexual misconduct within the workplace or sexual harassment in the workplace. And I remember somebody else, one of my other ex-coworkers, talking about the wage and how has it changed for the the new year. And it didn't change at all. It was up 50 cents. It was a 50-cent increase, and I felt um disappointed. Obviously, I felt disappointed because I wasn't being paid the money that I deserved for the amount of work that I put into the job. Because if you pay, if you work you work a job, right? You work a job and you have to get paid for the job that you do. So in that case, I felt like I wasn't being paid for the amount of work that I put into the job. So I ended up putting in my 2 week notice of the month a month later, because that was in January when we had that whole meeting. Um, that ex coworker that asked about the wages too was really disappointed, and she ended up quitting. Um, damn, I think she ended up quitting 2 weeks before I put in my 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks before I put in my 2 weeks, she ended up quitting because of wages and all that. And she had like like another job, so she didn't really need that one. But we were all disappointed of the wage increase and how it wasn't that much, especially when tips were being taken out of our checks. And I was disappointed when I found out that my tips were being taken out of my check, even though I don't make that much in tips compared to other people. So that's really where I really just became. I got angry, I did. I'm not gonna say that I didn't, but I did, and I just felt like they weren't really paying me for the job that I was doing, the amount of work that I was doing, and some of my coworkers really weren't really they were half-assing it the days that I worked. Um, they would be doing like the most pointless random shit uh, in the middle of a busy day, and it pissed me the fuck off because I was just doing the best that I can to keep it from becoming um, just just from it being overwhelming. And I did my job. I did it well. I know that I did it well because I always do it well. Um, and I felt like my other coworkers weren't really putting in that amount of work that I was putting in, and I realized that I was doing it for no fucking reason either, because I was not being paid the wage that I was satisfied with, even though that it was my first actual steady job. I did have two other jobs before that, but that was like the first one where it was steady. I did work as a cafeteria worker when I went to high school, up until graduating 3 months early and coming back for my diploma and just walking. And I might post a picture. I might. I don't know if I'm a little iffy, but I might post a picture of me in my cap and gown and all that. I might. I'm not sure. I feel like it's a little personal, but uh, mm, we'll see. I'll let you guys know when that day almost comes. But and then after that, I worked security for my mom's. Not my mom's. It was my family does food events sometimes, and they go to like parties and all that, and they make sure that like they do catering, and they make sure that the party is going well and all that. And I worked security and valet, um, and that was pretty fun. It was probably like the most fun that I've had in a job, getting to kick people out. Anybody that was drunk and just causing trouble kicked out, or um, like in some cases there were um, I, there was only two people. It was two men um, who had to be kicked out because they were the women of the party. It was like a little events where we have bands, or my uncle, he was some sort of like a DJ, just playing music, just trying to have a good time. As this little side charged people, we had to charge people for the people that were having to get in, and obviously it was on private property, so we had to pay the owners of the property for us to do these events and charge people for this and that. They had to get some sort of payment for it. And I remember we had to charge each person and every car $20. So let's say if you came in with four people in a car, it doesn't matter. It's still being you're still being charged by the amount of people that you bring, or not by car. So it was $20 per person, and um, I remember that day specifically because I was like, I remember this one day where we're charging people, and uh, we did have a couple cars that complained about the price, but they still came in. Oh man, my internet is not doing so well. That is weird. Usually does not do that. I've never gotten that notification ever. That was weird. But yeah, we charged $20 per person. Um, and I think, oh man, I don't. It's hard to try to remember. Whoa, what is up with the quality? Quality's not good at all. It goes back to normal when I stay still, which is what's going on? My internet is perfect. I don't know what it's talking about. Okay, does this work? I have to go to my settings. Yeah, the quality is just terrible. What's going on? So sorry about that, garbage quality. I really don't know what's going on. I'm really confused. It only happens when I move. This has never happened before either. Yeah. I might end the live soon so that I can try to figure out what's going on. But anyways, back to what I was saying. We were charging $20 per person, and when someone would get too drunk and start causing problems, we had to kick them out. We had to let them know, like, hey man, you're being kicked out, and the reason for why you're being kicked out is because of this. So don't take it personally. Just you're gonna have to leave. Some people were too drunk to care, and they wanted to fight. And at that point, I like that we're allowed to kick people out by force because we're on private property, and um, we can tell you whatever we want because we have direct uh, communication with the owner of the entire property. And if we want to kick you out for whether it be you're too drunk and you're causing problems, or you're touching a woman where she doesn't want to be touched, or you're just bothering people in general, and we give you a warning. If you're drunk and you're starting problems, you get a warning. If you start like sexually harassing like other people, that's an instant that gets you kicked out instantly. And obviously you spent like $20 just to get in, just to get kicked out. So people were getting mad about that, and which didn't matter because either way, at the end of the day, you can't touch someone. You can't like sexually harass another person. Be- you're gonna pay $20 to have a good time, not to touch another woman where she doesn't want to be touched, and vice versa. Getting drunk and causing problems, that's kind of normal. That's not really like a big giant issue. But you know, if you gotta control yourself, you gotta control, um, you know, you know how much you drink. So I wasn't really caring about the people that were drunk and causing problems, like arguing with other people, trying to start fights. You know, we tell you like, bro, like chill out, try to stay in the corner. We can offer you free water. We offer, you know, free water. Um, you know, we'll give you free water if you're that, you know, fucked up and you need something to sober up. We'll give you water, or like we'll make coffee for you just to sober up a bit and stop causing trouble. And at most people accepted because security was me, my cousin's boyfriend, and some big dude that I forgot his name. I think his name was Chris, but he was a big dude. Um, this big black dude in his Cadillac who would he would patrol all around the property, making sure everything was good. He got paid too, and I think at one point he got in trouble for getting paid for letting. I think he let us do an event, and he didn't let the owner know, and he pocketed the money that some like most of the money that was supposed to go to the owner, and he didn't tell the owner, so he got in trouble for that. But after that, he didn't do that again. But he was pretty cool. He was this big black dude, and he would help us like kick people out. And the way like the shit talking that came out of him was funny. It was really hilarious, and he was a really funny dude. And I haven't seen him since. I haven't seen him since I got that job at the restaurant. Uh, it was just funny. I had a really good time. Even though I had to stand outside in the the freezing cold at night with I had a shirt and a hoodie and like an over jacket, and I had my black hat, my black pants, my black Air Forces standing at the gate, freezing. I was freezing, man, with my mask. My mask, thankfully, I had my mask on. It was not those regular like plastic masks. It was like the cloth ones. I had like a black cloth mask, which kept me a little warm. It kept my face a little warm. And like temperatures that reached like 40 or 35. Even like in other states, I know that's not much, or like countries that's like little like not that. Those are big numbers compared to other countries and states. But for California, that's pretty cold. That's cold. 60 degrees is um it's cold. 40 degrees is considered freezing. Of course, now we have snow, which is weird. Seeing snow for the first time was weird. I've never touched it before. I saw it like from far away, a little far away. I'd say 400 yards away, 300 yards away. Yeah, on a little mountain. And I wish I could have went that day and checked it out in person. But I did get to see it with my own eyes. I've never seen snow before. Um, I do want to go like look at it and feel it and just throw it at someone. But for now, it was pretty cool seeing it, but it was also scary because you don't see snow in um, the section of California from where I'm from. So it was really weird seeing that, but it was cool. But yeah, I had to stand out there for hours, you know, valet parking cars and all that, and charging people, and um, you'd you'd get a call from someone, from either my mom or my aunt, my uncle, saying, "Hey, someone's causing trouble. They need to be kicked out." And that was like that was lucky because I got to go inside where it was warm. And after I kicked them out, I had to stay outside and keep watch of, any other cars that are trying to come in. And just stand outside and make sure that nobody's trying to sneak in and, all that. So anytime that I would, get a call saying, hey, someone's causing trouble, or say, hey, someone just sexually harassed this woman, I need them out now. Um, of course, that's awful, but like when you're standing outside for hours, you're like, okay, nice, I get to kick someone out. I get to go inside where it's warm and kick someone out, and it was fun. I like doing it. 'Cause drunk adults are like toddlers. They're like toddlers. You can just slap the back of their head and they fall. It's funny. Drunk adults are like toddlers. I need some water, dude. I'm fucking just struggling to talk. Um, but yeah, I did have fun at uh my little cafeteria job for I forgot how long, but it was up until I graduated. I made some friends there at my cuz I went to this. You know what? That's a story for like another time. It was complicated. I ended up switching schools to the school behind my school. But yeah, um, that job was fun too. It was really easy. Uh, you would just prepare the food for it to be taken by the other students. Of course, nobody paid. I wish it was like that every year, where apparently for that whole year after COVID and after people got back from remote learning and distance learning, food like was entirely free. You didn't need anything. You didn't need any documents. You didn't need any paperwork for the food, any of the cafeteria food. The cafeteria food was not that bad. It was pretty good. In my opinion, it was good. Some days it was a little shit. Most of the days it was really good. And that whole year was completely free. And people can take seconds. Well, for our school, people can take seconds. I don't know about the other schools, but for ours, people were allowed to come back and take seconds. They were allowed to take, if we had like a lot left over and we weren't going to use it at all, we, people were allowed to come back and take as much as they wanted home. Of course, we also have like a pantry where people can take food home to their families and such. And, we also have more food in the cafeteria, food in the pantry. But yeah, of course, we let people take seconds or even more, um, home. Cause yeah, everybody struggled. People struggle, or people just want food. Either way, people we didn't really let that food go to waste. It was we always had someone take it or we ate it or whichever one. But food didn't really go to waste. People really appreciated the food that was being given out entirely free. And yeah, breakfast breakfast was probably like the best because that's where you can really get like good like food that really, of course lunch was good too, but like breakfast, like you really needed that. You really needed something like warm, um something that just felt good in your stomach. Like I remember when we had lemon loaves. We had like slices of lemon bread, and it was really warm. And just eating that on a cold morning just really felt good, and you just felt good for the day. Like for the day until lunch. And we had like yogurt, fruit, cereal, uh, breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches. We had conchitas, which was really weird. I never expected for schools to start having conchas. It was just, I don't know, but they were really good. They they were really good either way. Lunch was good too. I got to leave class like 10 minutes early because to help like prepare the food and have it handed, on this big metal like counter where people can just take whatever they want. If they want this and that, take it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Um, Normally I would leave 5 minutes early, but we had like this. I forget what it's called. I think it's called the three step. I was on the three step plus, which is basically when you're like all your grades are like above average and you don't get into any trouble, you get like perks. So you get to like during the lunch period or breakfast period, you get to leave campus and go get food and such as long as you just return. Otherwise, if you don't return on time, you lose your three step plus. You get a warning and then you lose your three step plus. And it just came with perks and I had my three step plus. Of course, I don't go out and get food. A lot of people door dashed and ordered from Grubhub, which was a really big waste. I was really like, I wasn't mad. You do you. It's your money. I'm not gonna sit there and complain about your own money. But we really did have a lot of people ordering either Grubhub or um, God, what was the other one? DoorDash. We had people ordering that at my school. Like all the students would order from online, which was re- mm, it was really unnecessary, especially since the food that we had was completely free and you can take as much as you want. So it didn't make sense for people to start ordering online, but I guess they got used to that during the pandemic, which I'm not gonna hold them there, but people got used to ordering food from online instead of going in person. I understand because of the whole scare, but yeah, either way, it's a lot of money. One of my friends ended up calculating. He was really interested in it and like calculating how much money people were losing on um, delivery services. And I think he calculated it from like the beginning of the year to the end as much as he could, because he ended up graduating like a month early. Me and my friend graduated. Me and my other friend, it was like the three of us, and we just stuck like. Of course, we had other friends, but it was the three of us, and we were really cool. Like those guys were really dope, and they were really nice, and they were really funny. Of course, I had another friend that he didn't graduate early. He transferred back to his original school. I still miss that guy to this day. Um, he was really funny, dude. He was like the funniest guy I've ever met. Uh, that year, and I still miss that guy to this day. He's still my homie, and it's been a while. But one of my friends ended up calculating it. I think it came around like $600 to $700 for each person that was ordering from Grubhub or DoorDash every day. I think it was a little more than that. I think it was like around $800 for like the whole year, whole school year. So imagine like so in total my school was 100 kids or 100 students coming from different schools. So just take 25 of the students. No, no. Take like 15 and then multiply that by like 800. You have like what? Uh, 12,000? 12,000, right? 12,000. So you have $12,000 from each person. Like the whole year, people just were ordering from Grubhub and DoorDash, and it was just hilarious because we were really spending that much in total. That was just in total from all like the whole year, the whole school year, and from those 15 people ordering every day from Grubhub. So you probably had like um, $15 to $20 for every meal every day. Some of the students wouldn't really come to school. Wait, if you did have 15 students ordering something that costed around like $20 every single like school day. So if you really think about it, if you take those 15 students and then multiply that by like 20, um man, I think it was a lot more money than just $800 if I'm hmm, why are you oh, go away. Go away. So like if you take 15 and you just multiply that by like oh, I'm being shot at. Wait, oh, I need to add like torches around my house. You take 15 times 20, you get like what? 300? So if you get 300 students ordering all at once that day, just one day, and how many how many school days are there? Like 150? 200. I have to look that up. I'm sorry, I have to look up how many school days there were. I'm completely just. How many? Okay, so yeah, 180. So if you take 180 and you multiply that by the like the 300, you're getting like 54,000? Really? 50 54,000? Let me put this on a calculator. Hold on. I think I'm tripping. So you take the 15 students, you multiply that by like $20 per meal that they get every single day that they come to school, and oh man, you multiply that by the amount of school days that there are. So like 180. That's 54,000 total. In total. That's not one student. That's total. But again, let me just divide that by 15. That's 3,600 per per person. It's 3,600 um a year. That every school year. But we can put some factors into that. So instead of that 54,000, you can subtract like 20,000 depending on the variables of them coming to school or not. So you're left with 34,000, which is still a lot of money. Anything, you know, it's still a lot of money, dude. It's still a lot. That's a lot of money. And I can't believe we just did the math to figure out how much money students at my school paid for delivery services, food delivery services, and it's ridiculous. We had free lunch, we had free breakfast, food that you can take home, free food in general that you can just get as seconds, thirds, fourths, whatever. And people really spent $34,000 to $54,000 in total that school year. And that was just my school. I don't know, about other schools. Other schools, they might have done that too. I'm not that sure. They probably did, honestly. I think they did. That's a lot of money, dude. Ordering like food every single day. And I can't believe we just did the math for that. We really did the math for it. Hey, no, no, shoot, get your ass out of here. No, you're a scam artist. Get out of here. Take your. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add more torches. Oh, I got distracted. I'll add one right here. Bro, go away, man. Why do you want... Go away. You're not even invited, man. I might end the stream right now. Just because not that many people have been in it. I've just been talking to myself for like the past... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've been talking to myself for like almost 2 hours now. Not that many people have joined. The stream quality is dog shit. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I might end it right now, actually. Because I want to get up and walk around and shit. And play with my cats for a bit. And then I'll probably stream a gambling session in GTA. So, stay tuned for that. If you don't want to watch it, that's cool. I'm not gonna hold you on it. We've been live for an hour and 34 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just end it here. But anyways, peace out. We'll talk again on this later. And I'll probably do like another Minecraft live stream tomorrow, maybe? Tomorrow, I don't know, man. My schedule is just messed up. I got the chance to do it today because it's been a while. Like, it's been 5 months since I've done a live stream like this. So, I'll end it here and then I'll go live. Just keep an eye out for it. Watch the other videos, dude. Get entertained. But, anyways, I'm gonna end it right here. So, peace out, guys. Have a good one. And don't spend your money on dumb shit. It's your money, but just don't. Peace